Allied Solutions, it's the American dream. And let's go now to Aaliyah Blackburn, who is standing by with the mayor.
Hey, thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good job.
Oh, is everyone asleep? Good morning.
Yeah!
That's much better. That's much better. So I guess you could say we are here for the party before the big party.
That's right.
With our pregame celebration here. And first joining me now, Mayor Brainerd. How are you this morning?
Great. I'm always great on the 4th of July. It's so much fun to see everybody come together and celebrate our independence.
Absolutely. And of course, we did a preview story last night talking about CarmelFest is back in full force this
Yes,
year.
it is.
And I think that's one of the things we want to focus on in this first question. First of all, when you hear full force, what does that mean to be back here in full capacity today?
That means, we're through the pandemic. It's important for people in the community to have times when they come together, get to know everyone, celebrate, and enjoy themselves. And that's what the 4th of July is about. It's about celebrating the uniqueness of our country and our ideals and having a lot of fun while we do it.
Absolutely. And we talk about the meaning of CarmelFest. We know CarmelFest is one of the highly anticipated traditions for a lot of families in central Indiana. What makes CarmelFest stand out in comparison to other 4th of July celebrations here in Indiana and central Indiana?
Well, CarmelFest is special because of community involvement. We literally have thousands of people engaged in adding events, putting events on. It's the community involvement that makes this a very special time in Carmel.
Absolutely. And a special time in Carmel. So kind of tell us, some people that are traveling, this may be their first time here at Carmel, this is your time to brag on the city.
Well, Carmel's a great place. We're building a new city here in Carmel. 20 years ago it was 20,000 people. Today we're over 100,000. And, we just have to think long term, how do you build one of the great cities anywhere? And if we ask that question every time we make a decision about the city, we do a better job, I think.
Awesome. And Mayor Brainerd, is there anything else that you'd like to add? Anything to all of the folks that are in attendance this morning?
Well, just be safe and have a wonderful Independence Day.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mayor Brainerd. It's nice to talk to you.
Thank you.
Of course. All right, and joining me now, Gary Sexton with the Rotary Club of Carmel. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. So first of all, talk about the Rotary Club's role in CarmelFest.
Well, Rotary Club of Carmel is the presenting sponsor of volunteers, and this is our biggest community service event. And we have thousands of volunteers from all over joining Rotarians, putting this event on, and look forward to a great celebration this year.
And just like I kind of asked Mayor Brainerd, kind of talk about, how does it feel to be back in full capacity after these last 2 years?
Well, it's really nice. Went through Kids Zone yesterday, and all the rides look awesome. The bands, we have multiple stages. There's live music, fireworks tonight downtown, and it's just really feels great to be back in full force.
Awesome. And what do you hope that the folks here today take away from this event and all the hard work that's gone into it? What do you hope they leave with today?
Well, it's a great free event for the community, and the Rotary Club of Carmel puts this on so we can raise some money and give that money back to the community for people in need. We do holiday assistance. We do some food pantry sponsorships and things like that help the community. So come enjoy and be part of CarmelFest. And if you are interested in joining the Rotary Club, look us up on Facebook.
Awesome. Well, Gary, thank you so much. Enjoy the parade and the festivities today.
Thank you, Leah.
Yes, absolutely. And up next, we have Steve Cruzy, CarmelFest chairman. Good morning, Steve. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for being here today.
Absolutely. Thrilled to be here. This is my first CarmelFest, actually, so super excited to be here. Well, first of all, kind of talk to us about, as chairman, what is your role with CarmelFest and what all goes into this?
Well, really, we spend practically most of the year planning for this, and it gets really hectic, obviously, the weeks leading up to CarmelFest. But primarily, we have over 200 volunteers that are participating in this. We always need more. And we have over 40 different folks that are actually chairing or being leaders of their respective areas, like the parade, or like the entertainment, or other different venues.
Absolutely. So a lot of jobs go into making this production happen. Talk about how does it feel to see it all come full circle, see everyone here enjoying all of the hard work that you all have put in over quite some time.
It's a tremendous relief. And actually, the thing that we have the least control over is this gorgeous weather, and that's the thing that we have contingency plans for. But it's just such a relief when we're able to come here and enjoy this beautiful day, and everybody that's lined along the streets enjoying the parade is going to hopefully have lots of suntan lotion on and be hydrated.
Absolutely. And you talked about the need for volunteers, that this cannot happen without volunteers and their help. Kind of talk about all the hands on deck that are needed to keep this afloat.
Yeah, so again, like I said earlier, there's roughly around 200 total volunteers just for the parade. I want to say at least 100 of them, if not more, are working this morning. So all the people that you see wearing the yellow Allied Solutions CarmelFest Parade t-shirts that are the parade marshals, that are driving the fire trucks as they go by, all of those folks are part of what makes this happen. And it wouldn't happen without the city of Carmel's full support. And of course, you know, I can't let this without saying that tonight's fireworks in downtown Carmel are going to be spectacular. So I hope everybody that's here at the parade goes over to CarmelFest and stays there, because the fireworks tonight are going to be right here in Central Carmel.
Yes, we love to hear that. And any of our folks lined up here, if they're interested in volunteering, maybe for next year's event, how can they go about doing that?
Please, yes. Thank you so much. CarmelFest.net is the website where all of the information, everything you want to know about CarmelFest and how to sign up to be a volunteer or a sponsor is right there. But we also then recommend that people go to our Facebook page, the CarmelFest Facebook page. So that's where all the latest updates and any news alerts or anything that people need to know about for CarmelFest, that's where they'll find it.
Perfect. Well, Steve, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the festivities and enjoy taking in all of the hard work that you guys put in over this past time.
Thank you so much. And again, thank you to everyone for making this possible.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And Kara Seward with Allied Solutions, parade sponsor. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, and happy 4th of July.
Yes, happy 4th of July. First of all, talk to us about Allied Solutions' role in this. I kind of already touched on that as being the parade sponsor, but kind of talk about why Allied chose to get involved.
Sure. Well, we've actually been a supporter of the CarmelFest event for several years, but this is our first year as a parade sponsor, and we're really excited because it's the premier aspect of what brings everybody out for the parade, and so we're really excited to be part of that.
Absolutely. And you talked about that Allied has been a supporter of CarmelFest and all that it's done here in the community. You know, what does CarmelFest mean to you? And being here and seeing all of these folks lined up today in full capacity, what does that mean to you to see that?
Yeah, I mean, it's really about community. Allied Solutions last year adopted community as one of our core values, our core corporate values, and we really want to live that and experience it and also enjoy it with the community, and so that's what we're out here doing today.
Perfect. And what are you looking forward to most today?
Well, obviously the parade, but I'm really also looking forward to the entertainment on the stages over at Carter Green, as well as the fireworks tonight. So we're very excited to be here.
Wonderful. And as a sponsor, anything you want to get out about Allied Solutions to let our folks know today?
Sure. Well, Allied Solutions provides insurance, lending, deposit, and marketing solutions for financial services industries. And we were rated a Forbes Best Mid-Size Employer for 2021 and 2022. And we are hiring here in Carmel, so we'd love to have you join us.
Perfect. And if somebody's interested in learning about joining the team and coming aboard, how do they go about doing that?
Sure. They go to alliedsolutions.net/careers.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Kara. Enjoy everything today. Thank you. And up next, Jeff and Sherry Worrell, Parade Grand Marshals. Actually, they stepped away. So we are going to move to our next person. But Elizabeth Halal, Miss Indiana 2022. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing well. Thank you. So first of all, talk to us about your role in the parade this morning.
So today I'll just be greeting people down the parade route. I've had a great time meeting people from the Carmel community so far, and I'm looking forward to continuing to do so throughout the rest of the day at CarmelFest.
Wonderful. And kind of talk to us as Miss Indiana. Talk about your platform a little bit.
As Miss Indiana, I am an advocate for arts accessibility, so I focus on bringing artistic opportunities to anyone regardless of their age, ability, or socioeconomic status. And throughout the next year, I will be traveling the state, making artistic opportunities more accessible to everyone.
Absolutely. And in a way, it seems like CarmelFest has nothing but the arts around here. So kind of talk about how does it feel to incorporate your platform into this worthy cause here in the community?
It's very exciting. This is actually my first year ever at CarmelFest. So I've been talking to some of the people in charge of it, and I'm really looking forward to the music that's going to be playing later. So if you are down here for the day, I definitely recommend going and checking out the bands.
Yes, First Timers Club, both of us. Wonderful. Yes, love to hear that. Anything else you want to get out to the public this morning?
Just happy 4th of July, and thank you all for being here and celebrating our community of Indiana.
All right, Miss Indiana, thank you so much. Have a great time. Thank you. All right, Jeff and Sherry Worrell, the Parade Grand Marshals are here. Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you. Yeah, thank you. It's awesome.
Wonderful. So first of all, talk to us about your role as the Grand Marshals of the parade this year.
Well, what an experience. We are looking so forward to this experience and being on this side of the parade instead of working it normally and pacing it. So we're just over the moon, and thanks so many people for coming out today. It's beautiful weather.
We love this community. It's the people that come to the parade and just take part in our community that make it so awesome. So thank you all.
Wonderful. And doing my notes and research about you two, it seems that you two have been volunteering with the CarmelFest for what, 30 years together?
30 years. Yes, can you believe it? 30 years. CarmelFest has been going 34, so we've been here 30 years, and it's been just a labor of love. We really enjoy it.
Absolutely. What are some of your favorite memories being here in 30 years? I'm sure you all have seen a lot during this time.
Mine is, the reason I come back every year is I love watching people who, maybe older gentlemen who have a veteran's hat on, stand proudly as the flag goes by, and then young families with children trying to show them what it means, and just that patriotism, the pride in America. And then, of course, I love the clowns.
Absolutely. Sherry, did you have anything either?
I'd say pretty much the same things. It's so fun to see all the families come out and you see all the generations, and it's just great to see all that love among
Great
them all.
family time. It really is.
Absolutely. And also still reading about you two, catching up on my notes here. Mr. and Mrs. Carmel has been the title that you both have been affectionately deemed. So what does that mean to you to hear that?
Well, what an honor, but I don't know that we're worthy, but what an honor. And it really, it's in jest, but we do love Carmel. I eat, drink, and sleep it.
And 30 years volunteering, what brings you back? I know you talked about this as your favorite memories a little bit, but what brings you back year after year after year?
Well, Sherry loves the elephant ear, right?
I always get the last elephant ear of the festival, so don't anybody get in line behind me because that's my thing.
Yeah. The thing that I really enjoy is also working with the committee. The Rotary Club of Carmel is amazing. They are service above self, and they are just always dedicated to making sure we have a great event for the residents and citizens of Carmel and our visitors. So to me, does it get any better than that? I don't think so.
And I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Mayor Brainerd. Kind of talk about, as volunteers being heavily involved in this, what makes CarmelFest stand out in comparison to any of the other 4th of July celebrations in the community?
Well, just look around. I mean, it is amazing. Here is what I find really interesting. We are doing some road construction up at the very end of our parade. The contractors said, we will lay down temporary asphalt because we love the CarmelFest parade. It's that kind of attitude. The entire community. I have our sponsors, Allied Solutions. I mean, it's amazing what these folks are willing to do for us for one day to show our pride in Carmel, in America for Independence Day. So it's really the attitude of our sponsors and everybody involved.
Absolutely. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Carmel, is there anything else that you would like to get out to the public this morning?
Well, first of all, thank you everyone for coming out. Make sure that you really stand at attention as our military veterans come by. We really want to show them the love today, and please wave those flags.
God bless America.
Yeah, that away. Yeah.
All right, thank you two so much. Enjoy the time today. Have fun. Thank you. And Beck Hunter, Parade Director, on her way down. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you? I feel like you and I have gotten very close this morning. Well, first of all, as Parade Director, talk to us about your role in making CarmelFest Parade happen.
Well, there's a lot going on here this morning. I call it organized chaos because that's really what it is. So, but I don't want to talk about me. I have a very large crew here today helping us out and could not do it without them. There are just people everywhere that we have all kinds of things happening that need to be taken care of.
Absolutely. And with CarmelFest, so many years in rotation here. Kind of talk about being a part of it and seeing it evolve throughout the years.
Yes, I think this is our 34th year with CarmelFest, and it definitely has changed a lot, including the parade. So we just continue to grow.
And as parade director, what are you looking forward to the most today as part of the parade?
I'm looking forward to some air conditioning.
Hey, I feel like we've all heard that.
Yes. And hoping that all of our units came here and got where they're supposed to be so that we don't have to send information to Paul and Dave that, hey, this person's not in lineup correctly. So hopefully everything is running smoothly.
Absolutely. And you said organized chaos. Please let the folks know what goes into this. This is a crazy day right now for you.
Yes, we actually begin planning CarmelFest in January, early February. A lot of plans happen, a lot of problems happen that we have to fix, and what else can we add this year? Do we want to add this year? So there's just a lot involved in the planning, and we do have a planning committee for the parade, and then we also have several units over at the for the event area as well.
Wonderful. And I'm sure there are numerous people to thank and to give accolades to in making this all happen. But anybody kind of off the top of your head you want to give a special shout out to while we have you?
I do have some. So I'm going to introduce some people. And Barbara Ellis. Barbara has been our parade director and now our advisor. And there goes Spokes. Hi, Spokes. So, and Barbara, I do not have your plaque, but Barbara is leaving us this year. She's moving to Florida. And you've been here how long?
19 years.
So she wants to go where, I'm going to use Steve's words, where it's even more hot and humid, to be with her family. So Barbara, I don't have your plaque. Peggy has that. We'll get that to you. But we have a nice plaque for Barbara, and we will miss you. Thank you for doing this for CarmelFest for all these years.
No problem. I enjoy doing it. I really do. So don't be surprised if I show up next year and just hang out for a while. So.
Oh, no. We're going to put her to work. We'll put her to work.
Yeah, put her to work. We like that, right?
Yeah. Well, I can do some things remotely. I'm always there to listen to back and help her think through some of the issues that come up, to kind of think through what can we do about this and how do we handle it. Because it's very important to put a good foot forward when we're interacting with the public.
Sure. And Barbara, absolutely. You've been involved with CarmelFest for quite some time. So this is essentially, your last parade, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not going to rain on my parade.
Yes, I love to hear that. Kind of talk to us about, this being the last hurrah for you for CarmelFest. Kind of what does it mean to take it all in right now? How are you feeling?
I might cry. I really might, because this has been so much a part of my life. And I just love the people here. I love Carmel, but it'll be bittersweet, for sure. For sure.
Absolutely. And choosing to get involved with CarmelFest, when you decided to do this, knowing it was going to be, or not knowing even, that it was going to be so long that you were going to be involved. Kind of talk about, your time here, taking that all in, and what got you involved in the first place.
Well, I think this is the third time I've retired or tried to retire. So what happened is the mayor was part of the Rotary Club, and he came to the president and said, can you guys run CarmelFest? I don't have a committee to run CarmelFest. And that was 8 weeks out. So at the next meeting, he's asked us to do that. Can we do this? And sitting next to Sue Westermeyer, and she says, I bet you got the skills to do this. I says, I do have the skills to do this. So she said, you volunteer and I'll volunteer too. So I raised my hand and I said, I'll run it. And so Sue raised her hand and said, I'll do entertainment. She says, I don't even know how to book a band. But we got it to happen, and a lot of that is thanks to Jeff Worrell, because he came over from the previous committee, and he'd call me and go, did you know you had to do this? Nope, didn't know I had to do that. But he got me through it.
Wonderful. And being a part of this for so long, just like I had asked Beck, how does it feel to see CarmelFest evolve in the way that it has and being a significant part of that involvement? Kind of talk about how it's changed over the years.
Well, I hadn't even been to CarmelFest the first year, and I was amazed at how many people came out. It was crazy busy. And over the years, we just keep improving. We add this, add that, didn't work, take it out, do something else. But it's a wealth of knowledge that this committee has now at this point, and what works and what doesn't work.
All right, Barbara, thank you so much. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your last parade. Hurrah. Yes.
We're going to ask for Jeff and Sherry Worrell to come back up here.
All righty.
So we are celebrating their 30th anniversary here at CarmelFest, and they probably have already mentioned that. We do have a plaque for you, but Peggy has it at the moment, so we will get that to you.
Well, thank
but
you.
I just wanted to say thank you to Jeff and Sherry.
Well.
They're involved in everything, including trash troopers. There's a funny story about that. I don't know if you told it, but we'll save that for another time. But so thank you. Yeah, they try not to think about that. Okay, so thank you very much for being here.
Thank
30
you.
years. 30 years. I probably won't last that long, but you know.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to call up Hal Epsey and Dave Dugan and Paul Mendenhall next. These guys have been together. They're Carmel grads, Carmel High School grads. Hal was a teacher. That's how he met Paul and Dave. And they have been announcing our parade for over 20 years together. And it's just amazing that they've stayed with us with all the chaos that's going on around here. But we are so happy that they are with us. And we have your plaques. So we have one for Hal.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for 20 years plus of service. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Are you one of the Three Stooges? No. That's your favorite. That's your mentor, right? Yeah. So hold your plaques up. But we just want to say a huge thank you to Paul and Dave and Hal for being here with us. They're the behind the scenes, part of the behind the scenes. So they do a great job for us. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. I know you're getting ready to go here pretty soon. All right.
Thank you, guys.
And so, what time is it?
We've got about 3 minutes.
Well, I don't know what happened to my other two people that were going to be on here, but okay. So thank you, guys. We're going to switch off here, and the national anthem is going to be sung by the Carmel High School choirs, a few of their members. And we'll have a military jet fly over at 10:30, so you won't want to miss that. Hopefully they'll fly low this year. So sometimes they're high, sometimes they're low. You never know.
All right, Beck, thank you so much. And we will go ahead and get started. Thank you all for joining us in this pre-parade coverage. Have a great day. Enjoy the festivities at CarmelFest.
This year to be out here. Paul Mendenhall alongside of Dave Dugan.
Hello, everybody.
And we're just Carmel Police going by. We're getting excited. We're getting ready here. And just a lot of things going on today. And we want to thank Beck Hunter Barnett for all the work that she puts in and for the nice plaque. That was really nice.
The nice plaques. And, it's kind of a milestone, I guess, Paul, with the 20th year for you and I, even longer for Hal being part of CarmelFest. And I thought we should maybe do it up big and, come in on a zip line, maybe topless holding a couple of possums and lead sparkler in our mouths. But here we sit in our regular clothes. Although it's getting a little hot. I kind of wish I wore my mesh tank top.
I'm glad you didn't, Dave. I make
a lot of new friends when I wear my mesh tank top.
Dave's got this most excellent Creedence Clearwater Revival T-shirt on today.
Something I'm kind of happy that I scored on a college visit with my daughter, and yeah.
And this,
so
no, I think
I
don't think there's anything more American than CCR and the 4th of July and all that. And you, if you don't mind my bringing this up, are celebrating another anniversary this year besides the 20th anniversary of CarmelFest Parade announcing. You had another milestone this year.
Oh, you're speaking of how long I've done stand-up comedy, which is 40 years this month.
Today, isn't it?
Well, I think it's actually this week. I kind of probably misled you to make you talk about it, Paul, but no, I'm just kidding. But I was very young back then. I started comedy at the age of 9. I was a precocious 9-year-old. They called me the White Webster. But I'll be doing a show at the Cat Theater this week from Friday, and that's the only local one coming up on this tour this summer. But the Cat Theater is a really cool little place in Midtown Carmel. So July 15th, if folks want to come out and have an evening of laughs, I'll have a very funny guy, Jeff Jenna from Ohio, with me. So
this sounds great. And,
I was. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm not going to tell you what to put on your schedule.
I was reading one of the interviews that you had done, or maybe a recorded interview or something. Maybe it was in the lead up to the Roundabout record that you just set. But something to the fact that, and I didn't realize this, I go to a lot of your shows, but I didn't realize you quit doing the Jack Nicholson imitation, I guess, some time ago. But, you know, that was one of the signature bits.
Well, yeah, I guess and maybe sometimes I'll still bring it up in a smaller, different type bit. But yeah, as far as that, what used to be the old closer bit, you know, for years I did stop doing that. But, and yeah, I want to go right from that, Paul, to something that was a very pinnacle milestone for you that I got the honor of joining you on last November, when in person you got your Indiana Radio Hall of Fame recognition.
Oh, thanks. Well, that was a tremendous honor, and
yeah,
I'm really fortunate, and you know,
well deserved. And
I was fortunate to retire from a place that people really cared about me, because that's people have to nominate you for something like that. And I think Laura Duncan in particular was very instrumental. Brad Holtz also instrumental in helping me to get that recognition. And I'm thrilled.
Well, I was in your corner, as you know. I have no pull, and maybe that's not the time to exploit that. But you well deserved it, Paul. I remember when you called me and said you want to join me for the banquet for the Radio Hall of Fame, and you said there would be pie. And
that's right.
I remember my first question was what kind of pie?
What kind of pie?
And then I proceeded to be at the banquet with you and drug my favorite sport coat sleeve through the whipped cream on top of the pumpkin pie.
He's not making this up.
No, but it's still a great event, but a great recognition for you, well deserved after starting at WHJ Carmel so many years ago. We have to make ourselves sound archaic, you know.
Well, I hope that pie lived up to expectations.
It was very good. What I eat off my sleeve.
So anyway, we've got a lot of things to look forward to today. We've got a lot of our celebrities, people that we see on TV every day that are going to come here today, and some of them were on the air this morning, I noticed. And so they'll be here for the CarmelFest parade today. We got a couple of good bands, and just some of the usual people that we enjoy seeing year in and year out here.
And our new sponsor again, Allied Solutions, and as you already mentioned, the great theme name for our parade this year is the American Dream. And we'll have a flyover, as we always do, coming up soon. When that happens, we'll cut ourselves off immediately. Well, they'll cut us off for it. I mean, we won't be able to talk over the flyover. So. Yeah, that'll be coming up. So, anyway, last night, Paul, we had that reception, which was nice to have the CarmelFest reception. But when they said they had to have our presence, they had to recognize us. Oh, let's pause here for
the Carmel High School Choir.
Choir, I believe, is going to start us off here with
our national anthem.
Yeah. I can tell you right now, my story is going to be boring anyway, so this is a blessing. This guy's right here.
Okay, we're just warming up. Warming up. So anyway, back to your story.
Okay. So we're at the reception, and they said they wanted to recognize us, kind of like they had to recognize us. And I thought, well, I bet this is our swan song. We're gonna get canned right here, Paul.
And, you told me that.
Yeah, and they had the charcuterie, and every time I've gone to some place with a charcuterie, that's usually what happens. It's like a thanks for your service. And although I'm not complaining about that charcuterie, I was face first in that. I was eating it like I was going to the chair. But so evidently it wasn't that. They just wanted to say thanks for the 20 years, and in House case longer than 20 years that we've been with CarmelFest. So, but then I started thinking the big picture. This won't last forever. And the year that we finally, it's like, thanks a lot, but no thanks. I don't know about you, but I'm already knowing I'm going to still hover, maybe borderline stalk. I'm going to make it very awkward for everyone involved when we get the big,
Well, maybe
pasture.
Hopefully that won't come for a long, long time, Dave.
Well, we'll see.
But hey, we want to thank. You may see the flowers here on each end of the review stand. Oberer Flowers.
That's right.
Of Carmel, providing
Raina
these
and Matt brought those by. And
beautiful red, white, and blue bouquets.
Yeah.
Now, Dave,
they are beautiful. This one is chock full of bees. I meant to tell you.
Oh, okay.
By the welt on my neck is telling me that. I'm sorry, Paul. What?
Oh, no. I was just thinking, too, Dave, that this is a milestone for us, the 20th anniversary. We're coming right up on a big milestone for America, too. So I hope that
That's
we're
right.
still around doing this in, 5 years? We've got the 250th?
That would be the yes, 250th. Wow, you looked ahead. You did some. You've been Googling, haven't you? my friend?
I've been
Okay.
Googling, Wikipedia
All right.
and Googling all that stuff.
Yeah, I think it'd be 4 years from now, right? 2026. Is that?
Oh, is that right? Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's right. I was wrong about that. Yeah, I was thinking about, okay. I remember the bicentennial, and now I don't know what they call this exactly, the 250. Do you know what they call the 250? Like, is that there a special name for that? Okay, well, we've got a few years to get ready for that, so that's a good thing.
I think it's pronounced 250.
Oh, okay.
250.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't know.
Hey, one other thing, too, I wanted to just mention before we get started here with the parade at the Carmel High School Choir. Your comedy keeps popping up on my YouTube.
Really?
Dry bar comedy? What's that?
Oh, gosh, okay.
I've never known you to go to
that's
a dry bar, but
Well, they have a dry bar out in Utah, as you can imagine, and that's where their theater is. It's actually a great deal that they do nationally for clean comedians in theaters and stuff. So, yeah, my special was shot, and I guess it still pops up on YouTube and dry bar, and you can find it by, well, like you like to do, Google and...
But, you know, and that's one
Human
thing...
Cannonball, that's the name of the special.
I will say this about Dave, too, that it's very unique that you are a clean comedian. In fact, actually, I think you've even gotten cleaner.
Really?
Over the years. When you do drop a bomb on us, it's sort of surprising and startling.
It might be a late night show
unnerving.
or something, but yeah, it is unnerving. Yeah, I like that. I'm all about the shock ball, the shock value. Yeah.
Right. Well, we are coming up on the beginning here of the Allied Solutions 2022 CarmelFest Parade, An American Dream, which is being televised over and over and over again on several of the local TV stations. Hal Espy, always responsible for that and does a great job. And I remember one morning having to call Hal on the day after the parade and begging him to edit something that I said. And he said, yeah, I'll take care of that. He didn't do it. But that's okay. Hopefully nothing like that's going to come out of my mouth today. So hope you're enjoying that. Let's go now to the Carmel High School Choir.
Look to the sky there, Paul. I think the flyover is about ready to begin. I think, and at least those that can see in the distance are motioning that it's...
Here we come.
Yep.
The 122nd Fighter Wing Black Snakes A-10 Warthogs.
Warthogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about that? How about that Carmel High School Choir, members with the Carmel High School Choir?
Excellent.
That was fantastic. Excellent job. Very stirring, very stirring. And it reminds me, too, of a kind of a momentous thing in regard to CarmelFest is that the Wright brothers, they always had those beautiful harmonies.
That's right.
I believe they hung it up, didn't they?
I think last year was their retirement year from CarmelFest.
But they're still with us in spirit, still thinking of them as we hear the beautiful harmonies from the Carmel High School Choir. Mascot Spokes, I want to mention them. They're representing Bike Carmel and are biking along the parade routes with friends today. Carmel's made big strides here recently in getting bike lanes marked and bike trails. And we just want to remind you to always be safe when riding your bicycle.
They have incredible trails around here. I'm on them all the time, Paul, and they have done a lot of things for the traffic and to be more safety kind of stuff than used to be there.
Dave does do some serious riding along the Monon and all that.
Yeah, the Monon. I love the Monon. That's one of my favorite things that went in Carmel, I don't know, 20 years ago or so. I used to ride on country roads and get chased by rabid dogs before the Monon.
Yeah. Carmel Police Department. Carmel Police Department and Chief Jeff Horner leading our parade today. Also in attendance, the CPD motorcycle officers and the CPD SWAT truck and team.
Leading our parade is the Carmel VFW and American Legion Combined Honor Guard. We see them every year, and it's a great way to kick things off in a patriotic way. This group has performed over 30 services this year to support veterans and statewide community outreach. Here comes the new VFW State Commander and former VFW Carmel Commander Richard Lear, new Carmel Commander Ken Lang, and new American Legion Commander Rick Curtis. The VFW and American Legion float is comprised of veterans, volunteers, family members. The runners with flags are active members of the Carmel High School Rugby State Champion team as well. And we give special thanks to the VFW partner Paddock Towing for supplying our float.
Okay, this is the SWAT vehicle coming into view. We've had the motorcycles and the chief, and here comes the SWAT vehicle. That's pretty impressive, Dave.
Very, very cool.
Any malfeasance from you, and you could be looking at that thing rolling in your neighborhood.
I'm just seeing their buckets of candy and getting a little, trying to plan my strategy. It's the first candy getting thrown our way, I think, Paul. It's not for us, it's for the children. I don't know
Right.
what's wrong with me.
Right. Carmel Police Chief Jeff Horner. And here comes the float.
Yes, that is the VFW float we were talking about. VFW and American Legion float. Support your local veterans, and
was that when I was
Paul giving the signal to get the honk from the truck driver.
It didn't work.
No.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Dave, here come our Grand Marshals. Jeff and Sherry Worrell. Oh, look at the car there is. Fantastic. Look at this. What a beauty. What a beauty. Jeff and Sherry riding in a 1980 white Excalibur. Compliments of Turner Woodard.
They're our Grand Marshals, Paul. This is their 30th year to be part of CarmelFest.
Mr. and Mrs. Carmel. I heard a few minutes ago. Good to see you guys. Looking good. Looking great. Jeff was in charge of emptying trash cans and directing traffic in and out of the Carmel Football Stadium parking lot. And he says they gave me a walkie-talkie and a golf cart, and I thought I was in heaven. And here we are.
Allied Solutions is excited to be the 2022 CarmelFest Parade title sponsor. We'd like to welcome them to our VIP viewing tent area here, and hope you enjoy the parade. And we thank everyone from Allied Solution for that.
Carmel's bravest, the Carmel Fire Department, led by the CFD Honor Guard pipes and drums, followed by the Honor Platoon and Carmel Fire Buffs ladder truck with Carmel Fire Department retirees. Carmel Fire Buffs 1936 Dodge Aaron Fox is presented by Steve Martin and Farm Bureau Insurance. Quite a representation of the fire department here today. Wow. Ambulance number 341, engine 341, and ladder 341, along with the Casey program van. Look at this maneuver on ladder 341. The back is like obviously piloted separately.
Carmel City Council. We need to mention some of those folks for sure. President Kevin Ryder. Vice President Jeff Worrell, who we just saw as the Grand Marshal, so he's not up there right now. Southeast Councilor Adam Hassan, Southwest Councilor Tony Green, Northwest Councilor Sue Finkman, and Northwest Councilor Laura Campbell, all here with us today.
And here comes the Rotary Club of Carmel, President Gary Sexton, Carmel Rotarian of the Year, Dr. Richard Markoff, and this year's Rosa Award winner, Dan McFeely. Now, in case you didn't know, Rosa stands for Rotary Outstanding Service Award and is bestowed upon a non-Rotarian who best demonstrates service above self. Community service with enhancement of Carmel and Clay Township.
Here's our CarmelFest chairman, just by Steve Cruzy, and also Gary Sexton in this very cool car, which you know cars better than I do. Dan McFeely is the Rosa Award winner, by the way. He's a great guy, oftentimes talked to with trying to get stuff out like the roundabout competition and everything. Oh, there's the Carmel Rotary Club 10-person bike that I look forward to every year. A little game of chicken. Oh, one guy had a... Oh, I don't even want to say what happened. He tried to dismount. And the worst thing that can happen to a fellow on a bike.
Oh.
So, but I was always thinking that would be fun to take that on one of my Monon rides. And
yeah.
How long do you think it'd be before I'd end up in a ditch trying to ride that by myself? But that would be... That's pretty amazing. That was actually designed originally by Rotarian Nick Kessner, who owned the Carmel Schwinn Bicycle Shop all those years.
That's a piece of engineering. Here comes Mayor Brainerd, Mayor Jim Brainerd, our 7-term mayor, one of the longest-serving mayors in the United States. Of course, he's known for the roundabouts and a lot of different things he's done for Carmel. I mean, he has just since, 1995, just seen this city grow from 25,000 to more than 105,000.
The National Bank of Indianapolis proud to once again sponsor the Carmel High School Marching Greyhounds.
Under the direction of band directors Chris Crakey, Andrew Cook, Michael Pote, Kyle Young, Matt Black, and color guard director Aaron Boone. Carmel High School Marching Greyhounds. Drum majors Ani Brown Harbin, George Huang, Lennon Peterson, Owen Russell, and Riley Stolpe. And following the Carmel High School Band, please join me in welcoming the Carmel JV Color Guard.
The JV Color Guard, led by Nick Hardy and Katie Wright, consists of 23 members ranging from 3rd to 8th grade, representing future members of the Carmel Marching Greyhounds Color Guard. How about a nice hand for the Carmel JV Color Guard? I was a little premature on that, maybe, Paul. There comes the...
No, they're... Oh, were you?
Oh, is that the sign, the caboose sign, as opposed to the front of...
Well, normally we see it the other way around, don't we? Maybe that was a little premature. Yeah, I think maybe the Carmel JV Color Guard is...
Oh, boy, is my face red.
That's
now,
okay.
You know,
these are the majorettes with the band back there. And, of course, the band is
And
five-time
now-
state champion.
Now the Carmel JV Color Guard.
There we go.
Looking very impressive. And, you know, sometimes, Paul, I'll be honest, things get a little out of order. You know, maybe somebody drops out of the parade. Those things can happen. That's our disclaimer, by the way.
Yeah, or we become disoriented or something. And
we just wanted to tell you that we are not drunk on the job. It has nothing to do with that. But if you send us hate speech because of our mistakes, afterwards we will go out and wash our sorrows away and try to forget about it. Is that a good disclaimer?
I think it's good, and
us.
it's also pretty much true.
Another hand for the JV Color Guard. Let's hear it for these fantastic youths. What I think it said started in the 3rd grade when I was talking about it earlier. All prep for the later on marching Greyhounds.
Following the JV Color Guard, the Carmel High School cheerleaders. And they're practicing for state and national competitions. Last year, Dave, the JV won the Indiana State Cheerleading Championship. And varsity won the state title in the timeout division and finished first runner-up in the varsity A division. The timeout division, that's interesting, isn't it? It might be, what other kind of divisions would they have? The halftime division and the pregame division? No, I don't know.
Maybe.
The timeout division? Not to take away from the honor that these ladies, young ladies, have received. I'm looking to see if there are any young men here too. I don't know. I don't believe so. Okay. Oh, look, here comes Chris Wright, Chief Meteorologist of CBS 4 TV. Hello, Chris. It's always polite to thank the weatherman for the
Absolutely.
the fine weather.
For the weather we had.
Yes.
Now, it's possible, Paul, that during the Carmel High School cheerleaders, we also needed to mention the Carmel Pup 6th grade cheer team. I think they were involved there.
Okay, all right. Aaliyah Blackburn. Hello, Aaliyah. She did a great job with the interviews. Yeah.
They do a great job.
And please welcome members of the Indianapolis Colts cheerleaders today. And here's Ireland Jones, Miss Majorette of Indiana.
The Twirling Jones sisters, yeah.
Oh.
Ireland and Veda Jones of Carmel, the sisters aged 16 and 12, are champion baton twirlers that have won state and national titles. They won awards in the states of Florida, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland, here in Indiana, Illinois, and are leading shortly to represent our state in the Nationals held in Stockton, California.
Awesome.
Good luck to them.
Miss Indiana, Elizabeth Halal, a Southern Indiana native down by New Albany. Elizabeth is just a delightful person. I had an opportunity to meet before the parade today. She's on her first official duty, having been selected Miss Indiana just back 2 weeks ago.
She'll be a fellow alumni, Paul, with us, Ball State.
Here comes one of our winners. Oh, it is a place near and dear to your heart, Dave.
Judge's choice. Oh, the commercial. Yes, it is. Bubs, the Big Ugly. Great burgers, great everything. I've been a big fan of Bubs since they started about 20 years ago, as I recall. There's Matt Pry.
They won the award.
You owe me money.
How does he owe you money? You probably owe him money. Is that bad check still up on the wall over there?
Eat at Bubs. It's great food downtown Carmel.
They were the winner of the Judges' Choice Award this year. Here's Nitro. Hey, Nitro. What's going on? Yeah, you stay in there, okay? stay in the car. You got to stay in the car. That's he is on fire at Fuel Game. Check their schedule and come see the players in Nitro.
The Indiana Association of Chinese Americans Performing Arts. This troupe consists of Indiana Association of Chinese Americans, a 49-year-old multi-ethnic community-based culture and philanthropic organization. Excuse my pronunciation, slurring over that. The association, a recipient of the City of Carmel Art Grand Award each year since 2018. And we have second and third generation Hoosier Chinese. Some of them served our great nation in uniform right there since World War II and Vietnam War. Ling's Oriental Martial Arts, nationally and internationally acclaimed martial school teaching. They teach Tai Chi and Kung Fu and Karate, Paul.
Okay.
The Indianapolis Chinese Performing Arts is a nonprofit dedicated to promoting traditional Chinese performing arts.
A colorful addition to the Allied Solutions CarmelFest parade today. And they're still coming. Indiana Association of Chinese Americans Performing Arts. Thank you for welcoming them today. So we are streaming live on CBS 4 Facebook page today.
There's a lot of good stuff going on there. Costumes and everything.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you today.
I'm not scared of that at all.
No, good.
Am I supposed to be, right?
I think here come, we're getting back to the patriotism theme here with President and Mrs. Lincoln.
Oh, yes. Every year, we look forward to seeing the Lincolns. By the way, I still stick with, of all the states Abe Lincoln grew up or progressed in, Indiana was the one where he had his most, what were you going to say?
No, that's right. I'm agreeing with you. I think you're right. I think this is, his formative years were here.
We have Congresswoman Victoria Sparks riding in a 1931 Model A driven by Matt Snyder, the Clay Township Board. Followed by the campaign car driven by her husband Jason. And surrounded by all the volunteers. Congresswoman Victoria Sparks, nice to have you here at CarmelFest today.
Oh, here comes the gecko. And he has a name. Did you know the gecko's name without looking? Do you know what the gecko's name is?
Martin?
You looked. I saw you look. Okay, spoil my surprise.
You want me to say something random, didn't you?
It's Martin the Gecko, yes. Returning as CarmelFest sponsor, Geico Careers wants you to know they're hiring. If you're looking to make a change, Dave, if things should fizzle out in the comedy world, then they're hiring.
You have to speak with an English accent to get hired by Geico. Like our new friend Martin does.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Here's one of the favorites every year, Paul, exhibits and marching band type displays here. It's the Indianapolis 500 Gordon Pipers. Recognized for their continued presence during the month of May at the Motor Speedway. That's one of their big gigs. 60th anniversary. They got a milestone too for this band.
Yeah. We have some celebrities coming up from Fox 59. Please welcome Dan Spieler. Dan's got a lot of fans here in Carmel. Dan Spieler, Fox 59 News Anchors. Good to see you. Good to see you, Dan. And I love this name, Melissa Crash. Yeah. Should have been on the radio.
Yep.
Name like that. And now let's back to more live rock and roll with Melissa Crash.
Every time I hear the Gordon Pipers, Paul, I get ready for St. Patrick's Day and want to head right to Muldoon's and
Yeah.
get face first in a harp.
They come through there frequently on St. Patrick's Day, and which is adds a lot to it.
There's another great place here in Carmel for the last, I don't know, I think about 5 or 6 years. Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, named after Freddy, who was actually a World War II survivor who fought for his country. It's got some great history. On his return from the war, he always wanted to start a business in his town, and he founded Freddy's.
Wow.
Thank you.
Look what you got us
What do we get
here.
there?
Oh my gosh, they're frozen. Or kind of.
He founded Freddy's on family values, freshness of food, and great service, which really works in with our parade great, Paul, that he's also a World War II vet. And 2 locations in Carmel now, 146th Street, that's the one I know about, and 1 on Michigan Road.
All right, well, you've got your free Freddy's burgers set for a while. Let me introduce Elvis. Here he comes, the Carmel School of Rock.
Yes.
Woo! Doing some cheap trick for us today. If your kid's looking for something fun, man, call the School of Rock Carmel to get a free demo lesson, and they'll get them started on an instrument. Your kid will be playing in a band in 30 minutes. Wow. And he'll be shredding that guitar downstairs right after that. That's great. School of Rock. They've been a participant for the last many years, Dave. I'm not sure exactly how many, but most years, the past decade, I would say. They've been here in just a great entry into the Allied Solutions CarmelFest Parade.
And a big welcome for the Hamilton County Democratic Party.
Already some campaigning going on for various candidates here. And Janine Lake. Hello. Hi, she's driving. Are you driving? Oh, okay.
God bless you.
Thank you, Janine. Thank you so much. This is Radiance Dance Company? Yeah, Radiance Dance Company. A professional contemporary ballet company performing original works which are faith-based. Great to see you guys today.
Looks like we have another float or exhibit, a unit winner, I guess you'd call it. Most patriotic nonprofit entry is, I got French on you, it said entree for a second. Entry, and this is Cub Scout Pack 124.
All right.
Here they come. They're a full family pack with boys and girls in the pack. Have been chartered out of Orchard Park Presbyterian Church for 64 years now. Between den meetings and outings and campouts. They've got the Pinewood Derby and Blue and Gold Banquet. This pack stays active year-round, and they always have fun, which is what Scouts is all about. And they win an award here today at CarmelFest.
It's great to see them, really is. A moment ago, we had Radiance Dance Company go by, and I want to mention that they have a student production coming up August 13th at the Basile Westfield Playhouse entitled The Ark. So that's August 13th at 2 p.m. All right. We got the singing scoutmaster leading the boys and some girls up there on from Cub Scout Pack 124.
I'm seeing Spider-Man in a truck, aren't I?
Yeah, I think you are.
Good. I thought I was hallucinating from that ice cream sandwich I was handed.
This is WJJK, the 104.5 WJJK Morning Show with Greg and Joni. Ah, yeah, classic hits, weekday mornings, 6 to 10. Hello, how you guys doing?
Hey,
Greg Browning
Hey,
and
Greg
Joni
and Joni, how are ya?
Michaels and Spider-Man back there.
Yep. Looked like Spider-Man flipped me off. Did I misread that?
Oh, I don't.
The Hoosier MGs. These are some fantastic cars. Celebrating 100 years of MG motoring. A little history on the MGs, Paul. Their first MG was produced in 1922. And they have excellent cooling systems, which is always good on a day like today.
Oh, yeah.
Still feels pretty nice on our booth here, but I guess it's going to get to 91 or something like that.
Do you know one time, I'm going to tell a story. You know, one time I drove in the Carmel High School homecoming parade.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you a homecoming King candidate?
No, not at all. Not even close. That's why it was
I
available
forgot
to drive.
Forgot to send a card. Okay. What?
But I had a beautiful '74 Ford Pinto.
Uh-huh.
Okay, no, I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, well, beauty is, a loose term.
Sure.
But I
Is
accidentally.
this going to end with an explosion? Because I don't want
It could have.
Okay.
I didn't know. It's ending with an overheating because it was a day like today, and you mentioned the cooling system. I drove all the way from the old Carmel Junior High to the Carmel High School with the parking brake on.
Really?
And that did not at all help the Ford Pinto's cooling system. And by the time we got to Woody's library, it was like smoking.
But the pin. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
But it wasn't a Pinto fault in that case. That was a Paul Mendenhall Jr.
No, yeah,
error.
yeah. The junior definitely belongs on the end of that story. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go with Ballet Folklorico Mosaico.
This is a Best Costume Judges Award too, Paul.
And rightfully so. So there was some good competition from the Chinese group that came by here a little while ago. Ballet Folklorico Mosaico, a non-profit organization. They've been recognized throughout the Midwest with their stunning and colorful performances showcasing dances and music from regions of Mexico. Oh yeah, this is great. Their costumes, by the way, are handmade. Many of these costumes are handmade that you see. Very colorful.
This is bringing a big load of fun to CarmelFest.
They got Kevin Gregory sneaking up behind there, too.
Well, that was a lot of fun, and so is Kevin Gregory now for WRTV, for a longtime chief meteorologist.
Kevin.
Lots of family history, and you think about Kevin and his dad Bob, and they're proud to participate in CarmelFest this year.
He was quite a troublemaker in high school.
Is that right?
Yeah. Hung out with a bad crowd. But he got things turned around, and here he is now, one of the most reliable and beloved weather meteorologists, I should say, on TV. St. Mark's UMC Kids Church Music and Praise. This features the children and their families and symbols of what the American dream means to our youth. I like that. You guys stuck with the theme. That's great. That's great.
There's Rowdy. Okay, I was looking for him in the car. That's Indianapolis Indians mascot Rowdy that just went by. He's been with the Indians since 1993.
Have you been
at Victory Field anytime you go out there?
I'm getting ready to go out there. I've been dying to get out there. I haven't been out yet this year. Stewart and Stewart Attorney celebrating 40 years of serving clients in the community. They've got their own personal fire truck. If you've been injured, get serious, get Stewart, getstewart.com. They're on the web. All right, guys.
And here come our Girl Scouts here. We saw the Cub Scouts. Now we have the Girl Scouts. You know, when you want something done, Paul, you can count on a Girl Scout.
Is that right?
Our next leaders, and whether she's a Daisy, a Brownie, a Junior, a Cadet, Senior, or Ambassador, you didn't know I knew so much Girl Scout lingo, did you?
No.
They are a courageous scout, ready to take on the world.
And following the Girl Scouts, the Back Porch Express, a perfect outing for your family, friends, and coworkers. Up to 10 individuals can experience what the city of Carmel has to offer in a pedal bar. Actually, I might be getting ahead of myself here. I saw that web lawn chair with the inflatable Uncle Sam in the back there. And actually, I think that goes with the Girl Scouts.
The most patriotic commercial entry right here. Coming up on the... what do we got there,
So
Paul?
Carmel's got a pedal bar.
That's your Back Porch Express,
It's
right?
a pedal bar, yeah.
And they won the award, right?
Yeah, for the most patriotic for-profit. All right, look at that, most patriotic. Wow, that'd be a lot of fun. Taking that Back Porch Express around the various locations in Carmel. A lot of things going on here. The new Midtown, that's nice down through
So
there.
you get that, what? Go around with a bunch of your friends and tour
and imbibe.
Oh, you imbibe in that deal, okay.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, a pedal bar.
Got another mascot here, Paul. This is Indy 11 soccer mascot Zeke. Mascot for your Indy 11 soccer team. And now the Carmel High School Choirs, who we enjoyed very much, kicking off CarmelFest today. The choir program made up over 450 students in 10 different choirs. They've got over a 50-year history in the Carmel community. The Carmel High School Choirs.
And arriving on to the scene here momentarily will be the 500 Festival Queen and Princesses. 500 Festival Queen scholar Melissa Acevas from IUPUI and Princess Lainey McCoy. IU graduate Maddie Tom and Maddie Worcester from Marian University. And please welcome the Queen and members of her court to the parade. And thank you, Indy Corvette owners, including our own buddy Tim
Mayo there behind the wheel.
What did he throw
That
at
guy
us?
just threw a... He's throwing candy too hard, Tim.
yeah.
No, you're going to put an eye out. Yep.
Ah, that would hurt.
Save that for the beer tent.
Good to see the 500 Queen and her court, members of her court here today. Great to see you, ladies.
Paul, when's the last time you read a good book?
Well,
And I'm not talking about your Harlequin romances that you...
it's been, not too long ago, I suppose.
Well, this is the Carmel Clay Public Library.
All right.
And they've got a theme this year. It's called Oceans of Possibilities. And that's definitely what you find at the library, whether you love books or audiobooks or board games, movies, they've got it all. If you need to get a library card, you can do that online through the website, carmelclaylibrary.org. Well, there's Coach Blair's voice and performance studio. You want to go to somebody that can really direct you in the area of voice and performance, then check out Blair's deal, because he's got a studio providing private voice and performance lessons for all ages. CoachBlairsStudio.com for info.
Indy Siwa, Indiana's local chapter from Siwa International. This organization gives back to the community and develops leadership skills with their young members called Leads. And they service through different venues like tutoring underprivileged kids, volunteering in the healthcare field, and cleaning the community through adapting parks. Siwa International. Nice to see you. Thanks for all you do. Oh, who do we have here?
Followed by Wonderland Entertainment, featuring the Rose Princess, the Ice Queen, your favorite superheroes, Batman, Spider-Man, who we saw earlier, and just a lot of fun there for parties and so forth. If you want some sparkle added to your event, call on Wonderland Entertainment. You can find them on Facebook.
Wish TV Channel 8 is here today. Hello. Good to see you. That's Amber Hankins. Lifestyle Live with Wish TV 8. Great to see you.
There you've got Drew Blair.
Oh, Drew, how you doing? And this guy coming up, I've done a little research on him because I didn't want to call him like George Mallet. This is George Millay, and George is a wonderful talent and handy in the kitchen. It's great to see you here, George. Oh, yeah.
As we continue the Allied Solutions CarmelFest Parade, we come up on Bethel number 68, Job's Daughters International, a Masonic youth group for females that promotes friendship, and this is like age 10 through 20. A very great deal for all young girls as they're growing up to become learning of skills that help them throughout life, actually, high school to college, and all the way to the workforce. That's the Carmel Masonic family, Bethel number 68, Job's Daughters.
Up next, the National Sojourners organizes current and former members of the Uniformed Forces of the U.S. This is the Fort Harrison Chapter 66. We welcome them today. Are we in the wrong place? Oh, the Booth Tarkington Civic Theater. I see. Hello, Booth Tarkington Civic Theater.
The Civic Theater celebrating their 12th season in Carmel, their 108th season of continuing operation, and they've got a whole lineup of great shows coming up. The Broadway Classic 42nd Street is July 28th. Then later in October, they have a 2022-23 season kicking off with Rent, followed by A Christmas Story the Musical, The Diary of Anne Frank, Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express, and also The Sound of Music. The Booth Tarkington Civic Theater.
And here are the Mercy Kids of Mercy Road Church in Carmel. They're ready to make waves in Carmel and invite you to join them for Vacation Bible School, July 13th through 14th at Mercy Road Church.
Our friends from 95.5 WFMS are here at CarmelFest today. That's the home of Jim and Deb and Kevin, Academy of Country Music Large Market Personalities of the Year this year. So they got a giant award, and you can catch them weekday mornings from 6 to 10, Saturdays 10 to 2, and get the best country music for Carmel, Indianapolis, and the entire central Indiana area. WFMS with Jim, Deb, and Kevin.
We got Master Yu's Taekwondo. We were looking for them a little earlier, Dave. We got them now. They're the leading martial arts school and headquarters right here in Carmel, providing martial arts classes for kids age 4 and over. Please visit the Master Yu's Taekwondo booth in the Kids Zone. They'll be there at CarmelFest today. Have you been to CarmelFest yet, Dave?
Have I been? No, not this year. We're going to go right after we're done commentating the parade, I believe.
The kids, it's funny, the kids grew up and he used to spend a lot of time in the Kids Zone at CarmelFest. And now you're...
Our kids you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's all the adult zone for us.
Right.
So, you know...
Now we have to eat and drink twice as much to make up for their absence.
Teenagers and adults improve their physical fitness and relieve stress in a positive environment. Families spend quality time training together. This summer, come here, child. Master U.
Boy, quite a big entry here for Master U. Wow, it's still coming, Dave. Look, they've got an inflatable Taekwondo guy down there.
I like it.
Here we go. Oh, man. Wow. Very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Big group today for Master U's Taekwondo. And following the Taekwondo group comes Judge Brian Poindexter of the Carmel City Court. Hey, Judge. Oh, sorry. Give me a line from Caddyshack.
You're going to do a little Erie, the courts of
Yeah. No, I was thinking of Caddyshack.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Judge, 5-1. You don't sink that putt. No, I'm kidding. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Judge Brian Poindexter. Trying to do a Rodney
Easy for you
Dangerfield.
to be sassy. You don't live in the county, Paul.
I know. Well, I got to get out of the county there, so I'll have to keep my fingers crossed about that.
Here's another very colorful display we have. A lot of years, the Indianapolis Chinese Community Center is here with their Lion and Dragon dance team. They're a nonprofit community organization and the largest Chinese American community center across central Indiana. ICCCI is established in 1995. They offer kindergarten through 12 weekly Chinese language and cultural classes there. And the Cultural Activity Group plays a critical role in promoting awareness of Chinese culture, building a more vibrant multicultural landscape here in central Indiana.
Take a quick second here just to comment on the work of our video director, Hal Espy, who's celebrating, well, actually more than 20 years of doing these. Hal, I'm watching the television feed here. Hal has 4 cameras working this today, and that's a pretty major production. He's been here since just after sunrise, literally, getting this thing set up, and it's very useful to have this monitor here. Hal, thank you. WTHR 13 News, I believe we have on the way here. Jalea Brooks, welcome. Glad to see you here today at CarmelFest. There she is.
Well, there's Carlos Diaz in the back, I believe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How about that?
Just recognized.
How about that?
And the Indiana Ballet Conservatory joins us today. Founded in 2010 by Alona Yakovleva. Oh, I'm going to do a bad job, I'm afraid, but an artistic director that's done a fantastic job there, Aliona Yakovleva Randall. Why didn't you pray for me on that one, Paul? Anyway, IBC's mission is to fuse the finest classical ballet instruction with the very best of contemporary, modern training in a professional and nurturing environment. You can see IBC perform the Nutcracker coming this November at the Palladium right here in Carmel.
Dave, I know you've had some of this before, the Carmel Farmers Market. My Dad's Sweet Corn. Oh, yeah. Let's hear it for this guy, Alan Baird. Yeah, he's partnering with the Carmel Farmers Market.
We love the sweet corn.
He says, eat healthy. Alan has provided enough corn for the volunteers of CFM to give 3,000 ears to kids under 12 along the parade route. He's giving away corn. He's giving away corn. Holy cow. This is great.
What happened to the review stand on that corn
handout?
I know. I guess we'll just sit here and eat our ice cream sandwich from Freddy's and shut up about it. Huh?
How's that thing holding out?
I put them in our cooler, so that's why I took all your guys. I'm saving them for you. Yep. You'd think I was just getting them for myself. Our Lady of Mount Carmel here with the Merciful Help Center. They do so much fine work throughout the entire year. They help out the homeless, the disadvantaged folks of all ages in central Indiana, focusing on Hamilton County to provide all the food, financial aid, home goods, used furniture, large appliances, always looking for things that folks can donate to them and to help out this great cause. It's the Merciful Help Center from Our Lady of Mount Carmel.
Here's Mary Ecker, an elected official on the Clay Township Board running for re-election. Hello, Mary.
Welcome to CarmelFest. Should I do the sponsor again? Sponsored this year by Allied Solutions. An American Dream, that's our theme. And we continue, gosh, about 3/4 through the way of the parade, I think. Here's WZCPL. I threw another Z in there. WZPL. So you can tell who hasn't been on the radio in a while. Indiana's number one hit music station, home of the Smiley Morning Show. You can hear it all with Tony, helper Tony, Nikki, producer Will, and Cole, their whole team.
This is congregation Beth Shalom. American Dream of Freedom. They're a Reformed synagogue honoring our forebears who came to these shores expecting streets paved with gold but found something more precious. Freedom. Freedom to speak, to assemble, and freedom to worship as our souls direct us. The American Dream.
We have the Actors Theater of Indiana. I didn't want to talk over the singing, but the Actors Theater of Indiana. Very nice.
Happy Independence Day, everybody. Happy Independence Day.
Here comes the Hamilton County Republican Party, Dave. This group is very active in local politics. They've grown to be one of the largest political organizations in the state. And they are here with many Republican candidates who are focused on keeping the American dream alive here in Hamilton County. The Hamilton County Republican Party. Look for them in your neighborhood this fall, drumming up support door to door. Some of the various candidates they're asking you to support this year.
What's up, guys?
Hey. Happy Independence Day.
The Hamilton County Republican Party.
Well, the Travel Agent is Carmel's oldest and largest travel agency. They've been around this area for 43 years now. And they are coming our way here in the CarmelFest Parade. Their motto, go see the world, travel's back and open to everybody. The Travel Agent in Carmel. Do you think if I throw one of my famous temper tantrums, they'll come back with that sweet corn?
I think that ship has sailed, Dave. I think better luck next year. I think what you need to do is just undersell it and say, well, that sweet corn's okay. You know, it's probably better than I get at, you know.
That's right. It's
Kroger's
reverse psychology. I get you.
Yeah, right. Then they'll say, hey, we really got to grease that wheel and get this guy some good corn. So maybe that'll work for you in the future. This is Cohatch Carmel. It's I believe that Cohatch, it's a community town hall 2.0, a space where individual startups, small businesses, large corporations, and nonprofits can thrive together in the communities they love. Cohatch is part of the solution to this rebuilding economy. There are a place small businesses can come to work integrated with other businesses and individuals. Cohatch Carmel.
The Hamilton County Sheriff Department is here today with Dennis Quakenbush and as all of his deputies here to participate in CarmelFest at our parade and wishing everybody a safe and happy 4th of July from the Hamilton County Sheriff's Department.
Big entourage from the Sheriff's Department here today. And I suspect this next entry, Dave, is going to get a lot of response here on the street. But this is something new this year. It's Indiana Supports Ukraine. You can see the colors coming up here, which are very similar to colors that look familiar to us as graduates of Carmel High School. Indiana Supports Ukraine, a group of Hoosiers with a mission to empower those on the Ukrainian front lines and those seeking protection to stand strong for the world's peaceful future. Indiana Supports Ukraine delivers humanitarian aid to men and women who are defending freedom and the borders of Ukraine. The Allied Solutions 2022 CarmelFest Parade again gives a warm welcome to Indiana Supports Ukraine.
Joining us again at CarmelFest this year is Corvette Indy Car Club. This is 30 years for these folks coming back, and I think specifically it's 32 years actually. The Corvette Indy has grown to be the largest Corvette club in the area, 200 members, and is also one of the most active clubs in the nation. They participate in lots of car activities throughout the year. The Corvette Club is a place for good friendship. They obviously have a lot in common. They own Corvettes and span all 8 generations of vets, which were first introduced back in 1953 and became known as America's sports car. The Corvette is currently produced in Bowling Green, Kentucky. You ever been down there to the museum, Paul?
I have been by the exit.
The National Corvette Museum. You just shot right by the exit. Okay. Well, next time you might want to go check out the museum. It's right there in Bowling Green, and well worth the trip. Corvette Indy is sponsored by Penske Chevrolet, by the way, today.
I guess it doesn't count when you just go by the exit, does it? I have to take a whole lot of things off the list of places I've been. Lookout Mountain, forget it. You know, on and on. You know, we really have been fortunate. I was really prepared for another blistering hot day, and we went to the Indy 500 this year, which was fun, you and I.
A lot of fun, yes.
And that was really boiling hot like they've been for the past several years. But today, the breeze is nice.
It's very nice.
It feels great out here.
I love the 500 this year. I don't go every year, but that was nice, except for my inappropriate cooler that I brought that gave me no room to stretch out.
Yeah. That was terrible.
It was awful. You know, you can't return those, Paul, after you've had a lot of box lunches and drinks in them, I found. So I'll be stuck with that. Next time I see you, I'll probably still have it.
Okay.
I think we got a marching band here earlier than I thought, but here they are, and we're glad to see them. The Sheridan Blackhawk Band and Guard.
Where are they from, Dave?
Well, they're from Sheridan, Indiana, Paul. I'm so glad you asked. The Sheridan Band, you wouldn't know that, but they're from Sheridan, Indiana. It's hard to believe up there in the north end of Hamilton County. And the band is directed by Libby Doublestein and Johnny McGinnis.
And here comes, following the Sheridan Blackhawk Band, the Military Tribute Grand Finale. Beck Hunter with Hunter of Homes. And our CarmelFest Parade Director is once again honored to pay this special tribute with extreme gratitude to our men and women in uniform who defend our great country. Our red, white, and blue salutes our red, white, and blue and leads the Military Tribute Grand Finale. We have a lot of military heroes that are here today, Dave, and I think we'll be seeing some of them here.
We sure will, and I think it's honestly one of the, if not the best, patriotic ending for a parade in the universe. Okay, I was going to say the state, but I just feel like it's
well, you go for
the best
it.
one I've ever seen, so I'm going to be dramatic about it.
You could be right about that. And Beck Hunter does a tremendous job with this parade year in and year out, and Hunter of Homes is her own, she's on her own shingle there, and she is a realtor, Beck Hunter with Hunter of Homes, and paying a special tribute today.
She's actually in the truck.
She's here today. That's her, ladies and gentlemen.
She was down here a while ago. How'd she do it? She's got a clone.
This woman does a lot of organizing for this parade. This is Beck Hunter, Hunter of Homes. There she is. We have a lot of people here today from several states representing all members of the Air Force, Army, Coast Guard, Marines, National Guard, Navy, and U.S. Army Reserves.
Brian McCann driving a 1904 Oldsmobile utility truck pie wagon is what that unique vehicle is, and giving a very deserving veteran a ride in the parade today. Only 4 of those pie wagons were manufactured ever.
Wow.
And that's one of 3 that are left that we're seeing today.
Here's the Noblesville Army Recruiting Station for active duty and Army Reserve for Hamilton County. Thank you for your service.
The Marine Corps League veterans represented today on their replica of a World War II Higgins boat landing craft. The Hiram I. Beers Detachment supports the VA hospital and several veteran assistance programs in our area. They have become a mainstay here at CarmelFest over the years.
And the island, I'm sorry, did I cut you off?
Oh, I was just going to say hoorah to see if I could do what you're supposed to say for the Marines. Hoorah. And then
there we go. There you go.
That's how you do it.
That's it. It's great.
I was just trying to falsely impress
How
you.
about the Navy Seabees? The Island Export Navy Seabees from Newcastle, Indiana.
And as we were talking about the Hiram Beers folks that are here every year with their detachment, they just went by and want to mention them a second time there. There's your Seabees. Wave to all the great veterans on board there. We're happy to have them here at CarmelFest, sponsored by Allied Solutions. So this certainly fits the theme American Dream.
Absolutely.
Our very patriotic grand finale. USO of Indiana. I didn't mention them yet, but they've been serving our military members and their families since 1941. USO strengthens America's military strength or service members by keeping them connected to family, home, and country throughout their service to the nation.
Ty Jester and his father, Greg Jester, brought out their 1971 M15IA2 Mutt military tactical truck. Military utility tactical truck. Ty's a Marine veteran, and he deployed in 2003. Greg is an Army veteran who served in Vietnam. So welcome, guys.
William Vickery is driving a 1987 military Humvee as part of our military tribute grand finale today. William.
Here comes the judge's choice for nonprofit entries. It's the World War II Roundtable and Veterans Support Council. They're in partnership with the Mayor's Advisory Council for Veterans. They present our World War II Korean and Vietnam vets. Here they come. Let's welcome them today, veterans. Let's hear it for these guys. These are World War II Korean and Vietnam vets.
God bless America.
Welcome home, brave veterans. Welcome home.
Paul, earlier we saw the Corvette Club, and some of the Corvettes are coming back. They have actually offered rides and are helping out any of the older or injured veterans so they can participate in our military finale. So please, again, and these Corvettes, give a round for our fine veterans.
Quite a parade of Corvettes here today. Beautiful cars. Honoring some of our heroes, transporting people that have served our country. We're getting very near the end of the 2022.
It's going too fast.
American Dream CarmelFest Parade presented by Allied Solutions. It's been a great parade. I'll tell you what, the pacing has been excellent today. Just excellent.
Possibly one of the best weather days we've had in 20
Yeah.
years.
Very good. Again, thank you to Beck Hunter, Hunter of Homes, for sponsoring this patriotic grand finale to the Allied Solutions 2022 CarmelFest Parade. Beautiful cars.
Mm-hmm.
And bringing a conclusion to today's parade, you can't miss Army veteran Thomas Christian coming down the streets with his patriotic red, white, and blue painted semi, brought to you by the Carmel American Legion. Folks, Thomas has just surpassed a milestone. He has driven 1.8 million accident-free miles driving a semi, which is incredible in the world of trucking. Yeah. Welcome home, Thomas.
I hope he can handle that on the roundabout. It's going to be a little challenging.
Yeah. We'll do the high five and about the 1.8 million right after the parade, okay? All right. Good to see you, man. Yeah. Thank you. 1.8 million miles.
That gives you such a feeling of power when you ask him to
I
honk the horn
know.
with
It's great. I've been doing it all day, and he obliged me. I appreciate that. All right. Hope you enjoyed it, folks. Did you have a good time today? Yeah. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Woo!
Great parade. Great bunch of people here. I mean, it's just perfect weather. I mean, I'm so excited I want a river dance. If it wasn't for the weak and bulky ankles, I'd do it right now.
Yeah, come on, Dave. People are calling for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meet me at the beer tent. I'll do it over there. So, Paul, another great one. And, gosh, one thing I did notice, did you take some notes about anything that was a little different this year? Because one that I couldn't help but notice was the mascots were a little more anchored down than usual.
They were. I wonder if there was some, memo that came out for them to
wonder.
behave themselves, especially that Nitro, I think, is the one that we've had
One
trouble
of them
with in the
got
past.
a little familiar with me over the
Yeah.
years, and he comes up and he does a little shimmy shake at our booth. And I've called him down on a couple of times, kiddingly, and then my some of my family have seen this telecast, I guess you call it, or live stream. And honestly, the mascot, Shimmy Shake, has come back to haunt me at family gatherings. They think it's funny to mock whatever it is, Thanksgiving. I don't have the taste for turkey anymore, I'll just tell you that. So Paul, we got an afternoon of going to CarmelFest here coming up.
Yep.
We have a lot of things that we do. One is our human wheelbarrow race. So if anybody would like to come see that, some say it's not as.
I hold the legs this year.
No, not
Dave.
this time.
What?
No.
I did it last year.
Well, I was going to say then, and some people think it's not patriotic, like the, say, Civil War reenactment or something like that, but it really is, thanks to your red, white, and blue pantalones. It's very patriotic, and I'll be steering those legs, and everybody will. So you thought you were going to steer the legs?
I'm going to have my hands full of sod, and well, it's the 4th of July. What you gotta
Well,
celebrate. You gotta recognize.
That's right. And it's always great doing this parade with you. This is something we look forward to every year. And, you know, we go way back, and anybody that, you know, knows us or has listened to any of the history here, started back at Carmel Elementary as mere first graders. So we got the Carmel thing, we got the radio bond, and of course CarmelFest, and I think we have so much in common. I'm sure you two have sometimes trapped a fly and tied a human hair around its head and made it fly around the room on a leash. I don't think I'm alone on that common bond. You know, I'm always, it's always kind of like I feel like I have to apologize a little bit after for mispronouncing something, which I know I did. It's a word I can't say when I see it in print.
Okay.
So if I look away.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. Philanthropical?
Yeah, how'd you know that was the one?
Yeah, everybody kind of noticed that day.
Oh, did they? Okay, fine. So I'm sick about that, and I might have mispronounced one of the martial arts.
People are walking out of here shaking their heads, thinking, man, I thought Dugan could probably pronounce philanthropical.
You think so?
Yeah. It's all right. But there's always next year.
That's right.
There's always, we hope. We hope. Thanks to everybody, Hal, Dave.
Thanks, Hal.
Brian. Great.
Dave, Brian, the whole team.
Yeah, and Judy. Judy Hagan. She's our spotter.
We got the guys down here.
Yep.
Jason, right? And, well, I learned a few names at least and tried to memorize them. And we saw a lot of good stuff. We didn't see any mermaids, though. I thought we were for sure going to see a couple of
mermaids today. Well, maybe over at CarmelFest.
Have I ever told you how fascinated I am by mermaids?
No, this is
I think a lot of it is because, well, just that they can hold their breath so long, and they're like, you know, they wear that evening gown getup. So
true.
I just find they're just amazing. We have a good question here. Thank you so much.
Mermaids hold their breath.
I was trying to think how we can make
underwater.
this performance longer. That was a good one. So so we have actually Lorena from the Flowers. From the Flowers. How about that? Ober's Flowers that put up these beautiful displays. She wants to know.
She's not really with them, I don't think. She just delivers the flowers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I just always think of you being their spokesperson kind of deal. So what's the question about mermaids? I think it was a good one. Do they breathe underwater? I always thought, or do they hold?
I think they hold their breath. I'm going with hold their breath.
Yeah.
Well, but they give something to discuss over the beer tent.
I think they hold their breath.
In case we run out of things.
They're humans. They're humans and they're real, and nobody's telling me any different.
Really?
Well.
Okay. Well, thanks for being with us today. We sure appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy this broadcast many times, sometimes on a hot afternoon. It's great to just head to the basement, crank the air, and watch channel 99, is it? And enjoy the parade over and over. I know that's what we'll do.
That is. It's like an endless loop, isn't it?
All right.
So, all right, Paul. We'll go over, maybe check out CarmelFest and maybe the beer tent. Maybe we'll have a balloon fight this year. A water balloon fight at the
before the wheelbarrow race.
At the beer tent before the wheelbarrow race. Gosh, we gotta have a whole itinerary.
A lot of things going on.
Don't forget the fireworks tonight. Everybody will be looking forward to those as they do every year. So, thank you all for CarmelFest 22 and being here. Allied Solutions. Well, I'll say it again. Yeah. How do you like that? I can use it in a sense all the time. Yep. Happy Independence Day, everyone.
Little ditty